Welcome to Microscope 101. By the end of this video, you should be able to state the structure and function of the parts of the microscope, as well as know how to use the microscope in a safe manner.
I have a better one. Microscopes are stored in the cabinet in every science lab. Take out the microscope and with 2 hands, walk over to your lab station.
This is the ocular lens, or also known as the eyepiece, which has a 10 times magnification. These are objective lenses. There are a total of 3 different objective lenses, starting from 4 times, 10 times, and 40 times, which is the biggest one over here in blue. To find the total magnification, you use the eyepiece magnification times the objective lens magnification. For example, the eyepiece has a 10 times magnification, and the lower powered objective lens has a 4 times magnification. So 10 times 4, you will get a 40 times total magnification.
Holding up the upper part of the microscope is the arm. You also use the arm when you're carrying the microscope with one of your hands. Beneath the arm, you have the stage. The stage is where you place your specimen under view. On top of the stage are the stage clips, which hold the glass slide in place. Underneath the stage, which is difficult to see in this picture, is the diaphragm. The diaphragm is often misused or not used at all by most people using a microscope, but it's one of your most valuable tools. The diaphragm allows light to pass through the specimen into the lenses that allow you to see. The light comes from the light source below. What the diaphragm allows you to do is to control the amount of light, either allowing more light or less light into your viewport. By controlling the light, you can often see detail and structures that otherwise you'd be unable to see.
Alright, here is the coarse adjustment knob. It is the larger looking knob, and what does this do? This moves the stage up and down, and in very large increments. So it's very obvious when you turn this coarse adjustment knob, you will see the stage going up and down very clearly. What does this do? It helps us focus on the specimen that is under the 4 times objective lens. It helps us to see clearly and focus onto the details that's in the specimen, and that process is called resolution, or you're resolving the picture or the specimen. So you only want to use the coarse adjustment knob when you are on a 4 times objective lens and nothing more than a 4 times objective lens. Otherwise, you might break an objective lens.
Notice how much longer the higher power objective lenses are than the lower power objective. If we were using the coarse adjustment knob to raise the stage quickly on a higher power objective setting, we run the risk of damaging both the objective lens and the glass slide on the stage because they'll come into contact with one another and crunch. To avoid doing that, we never use coarse adjustment knob, just like Ms. Tay said, on higher power settings. Rather, we use the fine adjustment knob, the smaller knob lower down on the microscope, to make very subtle movements up and down of the stage. That will allow us to resolve the image clearly on higher power settings.
Once you're done looking at your specimen under the microscope, first thing you need to do is switch off the light and then turn your objective lens to the lowest setting, lower the stage, remove the glass slide or specimen from the stage, turn the eyepiece in the opposite direction, wrap the wires, unplug, and then wrap the wires around the microscope, put on the microscope covering, pick up the microscope using the arm and support it with another hand on the base, and then finally bring it to the cabinet and return it safely in an organized manner. Now let's watch Mr. D in action and modeling proper microscope use.
Here I'm going to show you how to operate the microscope. Right now I'm setting the diaphragm to its highest setting to allow most of the light to come through. I'm making sure the lowest objective is set and that my stage is lowered all the way. I'll carefully grab a slide and place it on the stage, securing it with the stage clips. Once it's secure, I'll be able to use the coarse adjustment knob to raise the stage until the image is resolved on low power. I'm using fine focus now to make sure I have resolution, before I use the nose piece to advance to a higher setting. Again, I'm only using fine adjustment knobs here, not coarse adjustment. I don't want to damage any of my equipment. Now I'm only using fine adjustment to resolve at high power. At this point, I'll adjust the light to allow for higher clarity, and I'm all set. I prepare my microscope for storage in the way that Ms. Tay explained in the previous slide.